everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today is a little fun hair tutorial. I have a series on my channel called Makeup Through the Decades where I take you guys through every decade. I've done 4 now. I've done the 20s, the 40s, the 50s, and the 80s. So I gotta do the 60s and 70s because those ones are like really awesome. But today is a hair tutorial. So the only other hair tutorial I have up for the decades is the 1920s, but you guys really seem to like that one. So I wanted to take a step back and go back to the 40s and do the 1940s hairdo. Do I or do I not look like Rachel McAdams from The Notebook right now? Like, it's just, anyways, giving me life. So I'm going to show you how to do this pin curl, kind of fluffy, brushed out curl with these awesome little victory rolls. It's super fun if you guys are going to a party that is themed or you just love the vintage pinup girl look. So if you want to see exactly step by step how I went from pin straight hair to this curly short do, then just keep watching. Okay, so here we are with my straight hair going into my T3 Whirl Trio curling iron, making sure that your hair is really deeply parted to one side. I'm going to be taking 1-inch sections from the very top of my head, so kind of in between my parts, right at the very center. Going in with the Kenra Hot Spray. This is a heat protectant spray. I'm going to spray that on my ends and run my fingers all the way through it. Then I'm taking this curling iron. This is a 1-inch curling wand. It is the same length all the way through. And I'm putting it in front of the hair and wrapping the hair towards my face. Also taking a lot of time to make sure that that hair is lying perfectly flat. We want these curls even and just like perfectly smooth. So then I just hold that there for a very long time. I want these curls to set. Then I release the curl into my hand. Almost lost it there. And then I grab these little pins. So these are just like flat hair pins. Grabbing that curl and kind of making sure it's really nice and tight. So I'm kind of rolling it around to give it back into that shape that it was on the curling iron. And then I pin this up. Because what we want to do is put the curls in place and allow them time to cool before falling out and dropping down. So going on to the second piece, just moving back from there, don't mind all the dry shampoo that I have in my hair. Taking another kind of like 1.5-inch piece, spraying it, as you can see, running that through, and then taking the curling iron again in front of the hair and wrapping it towards my face, nice and smoothly, making sure all that hair lies flat and getting the curling iron really, really close to the root of my hair. Holding it there for a long time. Here's like watching me speed it up how long I hold it for. I don't normally hold it this long, but for a look like this, I want those curls hot. Again, releasing it into my hand. All of the products I used will be listed down below in case you have any further questions. Again, wrapping that to make sure it is a perfect little tube, and then taking the hairpin and locking that in place like so. Perfect. Now I just do one more kind of at the back and my crown. Same thing, spray that and roll it forward. I'm just speeding this up because it is the exact same process, making sure that lays flat. If you have extra long hair, I suggest even getting a curling iron that's even smaller. So this is 1 inch, maybe even just go like 0.75. I don't even know how they do that, but the smaller the better because you want really, really tight curls. Now going on to the side, same thing, taking about 1.5 inch piece, spraying it. And now what we're gonna do is same thing. We want all the curls to go forward. So the curling iron goes in front of the hair, but now it's angled kind of down instead of just like flat across like the top. Same thing, rolling that hair on it, holding it. And there we go, doing a little dance. I was listening to music this entire time. Releasing that again. So now these are kind of angled down and pointed down, as the 3 at the top are just angled like horizontal. These are more vertical, that's okay. It doesn't really matter as long as the curl goes forward towards your face and you pin them up in this kind of pin curl circular form. Like so. So I'm going to show you another piece here, just taking that back one more time. Another piece, same thing. So I'm just kind of going layer by layer, doing the exact same process. This is the lengthiest part. This is the most tedious part of this hairdo, but it is the most important to get those kind of bouncy curls that look very, very retro. So again, same thing, just putting that curling iron in front of the hair doing a little dance. Watch a TV show while you do this because this does take a lot of time and patience, and I was kind of burning my fingers, so wear a glove if you have one, and then pin it up, right? Same thing, I'm just gonna speed through just so you can see how I go layer by layer, getting those curls really, really tight, making sure they're as close to my head and scalp as possible, and then pinning them up. Same thing, I'm just still going down. I'm still going through. The less hair you have, obviously, the easier this is. But I am doing my full head for this look. I know in my other tutorial, I only did half the head because I wanted it to look like a bob. But this one, I don't mind a little length, so I'm doing the whole hair. Same thing. Like, just, I think this probably took me like a good 45 minutes. So take your time. It's worth it in the end. Voila. So now I've got the one half done. As you can see here, I'm really excited and I'm tired and I don't know if I want to do the other half. Just kidding. Again, I'm just going to show you one more time again here just so you really see, because I hope this video really kind of gets to show you that it seems complicated, but it's not. It's just a bit finicky. So really, I'm doing the exact same thing on the other side. The curling iron goes in front of the hair and you roll it towards your face. It is the same process. Okay, so I've skipped and now we're at the very end. I just skipped ahead because it really is boring. So now I'm just doing the back pieces and I'm just taking them from the back of my head. And this time it's just a tiny bit different, barely any difference. But since they are in the back and it's just easier to do, I'm putting the curling iron underneath and just rolling it up like that. Kind of more normal, not necessarily like a 40s wave, but you just need to get these pieces of hair curled, so I don't mind. Oh, I kind of lost it there. I don't mind going just like underneath because it's easier just to hold the curling iron. So yeah, I just wanted to show you the little tiny difference that I did with the back pieces. And then I did kind of just separate them still further. There I go. I think I did that one backwards, but that's okay. Again, these are the bottom pieces. They're not as important. They're not as significant. So just make sure they're curled nice and tight. Let me see. Yeah, I put the curling iron behind. So the bottom pieces are curled in the opposite direction. And my backdrop just fell down in the top corner. There we go. All right, so now we are done with the pinning. So now just take your hairspray. This is the Sebastian Shaper, my favorite, and spray your hair like crazy, crazy. Just go nuts with it, as much as you can afford to put on your hair. Yep, there it is, and I'm like coughing to death. Perfect, now you're gonna wait about 30 minutes. So if you hadn't done your makeup, do it now. We are back, I have waited, and we are ready to pull out these pins. So look at how curled that piece is. Like, it's crazy, and that's what we want. So I'm just gonna pull out gently every single pin and let these curls loose, and look at how tight. It is like Shirley Temple up in here. Again, if they get caught, just go slow with it, because sometimes they do, and then I kind of re-twirl it. There we go, dropping all these curls down, even the one at the top. Perfect and perfect. There we go, look at me. It's wonderful, it's beautiful. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is grab some bobby pins. We're gonna be using those in the next couple steps. Any kind of bobby pins will do. Just make sure you have them on hand. And then I'm taking this fluffy brush. This is a natural bristle brush, and I'm brushing through. And then I'm taking a big chunk at the side, kind of like pretty much half my head, and I'm twisting it away from my face. And watch, I kind of mess up here, which is good to see that it takes a couple times. So I go over it, brush it so it's really smooth. I twist it back, and then I like push it up and forward to kind of get that little poof. So it is completely twisted like back to my head, and then I just push it up, push a bobby pin into it, and yeah, because I really like that little volumized poof right there. And then I just take the back hair and cover the bobby pins with that piece there. Voila. Now I'm gonna work on the little victory roll. So you wanna take 3 curls at the front of your head. So like the ones that are already curled how they were, I didn't like separate them or anything. Rolling them down, I'm gonna basically make a circle from the bottom of the curl and roll it up to the top, as you can see there. And then it's just a little bit of finessing, and you take the bobby pin and you put it underneath. So you kind of like pin the bottom of your hair up into your crown. And that looks beautiful, but I realized it wasn't going to hold. I have very heavy hair. So then I just took a bobby pin and put it in the center of the circle. and attached it to the hair on my head, obviously. And there you have it. It's really that simple, and you can really play around with the placement, but you'll see me do it a couple times again just so we see. So here we go. I'm kind of smoothing it out with my fingers, rolling it up from the bottom, making a circle at the bottom of the hair, and then just rolling it up. Oh, here. Yeah, get that out of the way. Get that hair out of the way so that you can just place this really properly. And again, see, I just realized like, oh, it wasn't smooth enough at the top. So I'm just going back in and flipping it over my fingers, getting that hole in the bottom, and then rolling it up to my scalp. And there we go. Same thing. And I kind of like roll it up and then turn it on its side, as you can see what I just did there, to really make sure that circle is visible and flat against my head. Putting a bobby pin at the side. And there you go. I finessed it a little bit, but that's how it works, like that. Perfect. There's one more curl I wanted to do. I just wanted 3. You can do 2 if you want. But then again, same thing, taking that last bit, pin everything away just so you have something to work with. And same thing, we're gonna smooth it out and we're gonna roll it from the bottom. This just takes time and practice. Honestly, this was like the first time I've ever done these, and it did work out. I'm not about perfection, so I just kind of get it done and I do what I think looks good. So again, pinning it underneath. Now I did have a lot of kind of, oh, that looks so cute. I did have a lot of like little baby flyaway hair. So I'm going to basically take them right now, and you can kind of finesse the little circles, and you can move the little pieces around, finesse it, and like I'm doing here. And then we're even going to go further. So if you spray some hairspray in it, you will be able to manipulate those little flyaway hairs better. See, there's like a little one there, and I'm just spraying it and then like smoothing it and pushing it into place. With that hairspray, it needs a little grip, and then you can easily do that. Even further, another trick I have, oh, no, not yet. We're spraying the other side. We're spraying the other side, getting all those flyaways down and into place. This is my other trick. I'm taking the bottom of this little comb and I'm spraying it so that, again, it has grip, and I'm pushing those little baby hairs into place. So again, if you have like layered hair like me and they're not fitting in the circles, just manipulate them, push them, like there we go. I finally got that little one out of the way. See, like so, and then spray them again so that they stay in place. Perfect. Take that clip out. Very good. Now I'm taking a wide tooth comb and we're gonna brush these curls out. So I just hold them at the top so that I don't ruin the bobby pins. And I'm just gently brushing these out. The 1940s look was that brushed out, beautiful, kind of fluffy, almost frizzy curl that I just love. I think it's so beautiful. Now I'm gonna tease up this top part. So I'm taking my teasing comb, again, everything will be listed down below in the description box, and I'm just back combing this top piece. I wanted some volume, so I'm just brushing this away, and then you spray it. And then another trick I have is to hold the hairspray bottle on that while the hairspray dries, and you'll get a little bit more volume right there. And then I just kind of finesse it a little bit. I then decided to kind of bobby pin the under part underneath these little victory rolls because I just wanted them to pop more. So I wanted that hair pushed back underneath just a little bit to emphasize the victory rolls. There we go. We are almost done, as you see me say. Now I'm taking that brush again. This is the natural hair brush, and I'm still brushing these curls out further. Then I'm back to my teasing comb, and here's the best part. I pull the bottom pieces and I tease them up. This is how you get that bouncy, fluffy hair look. It will also give your hair less length. So this does make it look like you have shorter hair than you actually do. And then you kind of just tuck in the bottom pieces and spray them and like zhuzh them up. See, I'm kind of like pushing them up there. And just do that to some of the top layers. This just gives it that bouncy, totally retro pinup girl look. Same thing on the other side. Just brushing them, holding the bottom piece and teasing them upwards and then spraying the bottom pieces into place. And that is the finished look. Oh, don't you just want to watch The Notebook or watch Marilyn Monroe in all her glory? I love it. Here's what the back looks like. Just beautiful soft curls in the back. Nothing crazy. But I love this look. I think I should wear it more often. What do you guys think? There we go. Bye, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you like this tutorial. Let me know what you think about it down below, and let me know what other kinds of hair tutorials you would like to see, which decades you guys would like to see me do. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!